What's going on today, everybody? Today I am announcing the first series being released onto the channel. I'm very excited to announce that me and my good friend JCast, who, if you guys have seen my streams, you should be familiar with by now, are going to be participating in something known as a CageLock. Now, a CageLock is kind of a fun style of doing a Nuzlocke that involves two different people. However, as opposed to a soul link, it's more competitive than cooperative. So I'll break down what exactly that means in a little bit. Before we get into that, I want to discuss how the series is going to be released, since JCast doesn't have his own channel. All of the videos are going to be coming up on my channel starting next Monday, and it will be released Monday, Wednesday, and Friday until the series is finished. Now, I can tell you that we've already done a few recording sessions, and this has been so much fun so far. And I really am excited for it, and I hope you guys are too. And if you are and you want to stay up to date on the project, make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on, leave a like and a comment, because we will be naming Pokemon that we catch after people that comment on the videos. Now, getting into what a CageLock is. First of all, we should probably discuss what a Nuzlocke is. A Nuzlocke is a style of playing Pokemon where you can actually lose the game. And the common rules are, if you catch a Pokemon, you have to name it. You can only catch one Pokemon per area, and it has to be the first Pokemon that you encounter in that area. If a Pokemon faints or gets knocked out, it is dead. You can no longer use it. You either have to put it into a separate PC box where you never use it again, or you just get rid of it, release it back into the wild. It's your choice, honestly, how you want to do it. And last but not least, if you overall white out, if you just completely lose every Pokemon in one battle, you have to restart your game and get caught back up to the point that we are currently at. Now, what a CageLock is an augmentation of the basic Nuzlocke rules. Me and JCast, after we complete every trial, since this is going to be in Pokemon Sun and Moon, after we complete every trial, are going to enter into something known as a cage match. What a cage match is where we both pick one of our Pokemon that we have caught through the Nuzlocke and we battle it against each other. The winner gets a perk for the Pokemon that they chose, and the loser has to get rid of the Pokemon. Now, the perks that they can choose from are TMs, held items, or a single revive. And what that means is we can't use items or TMs on a Pokemon until we finally win a cage match with them. On top of that, a Pokemon can only participate in 2 cage matches and earn a total of 2 perks. And the reason for that, it's to make it so they don't get overpowered. If someone does get a revive on their Pokemon, that means that if the Pokemon dies at any point in the Nuzlocke, whether it's a cage match or the normal lock, they can bring that Pokemon back. And it's kind of a cool feature. On top of that, if a person whites out, if one of the 2 players, myself or JCast, whites out during the match, the other person gets a free point and gets to put perks on one Pokemon. And finally, at the end of the game, we have a 6v6 final cage match where all of the Pokemon that make it through the Elite Four with us go head to head against each other for a total of 3 points. And whoever at the end of it all has the most points is the winner of the CageLock. A couple of variant rules that we are adding in that I want to discuss before ending the video. We are implementing the shiny clause. What that means is that if we run into a shiny Pokemon, we can treat it as a completely new encounter. This allows us to get a little bit of diversity and create a little bit more of a hype moment for the videos. Secondly, we're also implementing a favorite Pokemon clause. And what that means is when we encounter our favorite Pokemon, even if we've already gotten an encounter on that route, we can choose to get our favorite Pokemon and it replaces the Pokemon that we got on the route beforehand. Species clause is another thing that we are going to be implementing. The species clause basically implies that if you get an encounter of a Pokemon that you have already caught or is along the same evolutionary line, you can choose to re-encounter on that route. This allows for a little bit more diversity and makes things a little more interesting through the entire run. It also keeps us from getting bored. If you guys are as excited about this project as we are, make sure you subscribe with notifications on, leave a like, drop a comment, and hey, maybe you'll get a Pokemon named after you. But as always, till next time, peace.